On September 23rd of 2017, I went to a local farm feed store and met the girl of my dreams. Let me set the scene for how things went down. 21 days before this, I had to put down my very first dog that I adopted after I moved out of my parents' home in 2005. Caden was 12 and couldn't walk anymore and was very uncomfortable. My heart was broken, and while I had my other two dogs, Lily and Abby, I was on the rebound and wanted to fill the hole quickly. Looking back, it was a bit early, but Kallie has been a great addition to my family. Ironically, without realizing it, I had gotten Caden from the first rescue litter of the same place I got Kallie from. In 2005, Marilyn was a dog trainer, and she put an ad in the paper for puppies to be adopted for free, as long as we agreed to have training by her, which Caden and I did. So imagine my surprise when I researched the local rescues in my area, and I recognized the name of the owner of Bullinger County Stray Project as the same lady I adopted Caden from 12 years ago. I had been looking on Facebook at dogs who were up for adoption through this group, and I saw a puppy who was supposed to be at a local feed store for adoption day, and I went that day to meet the puppy. When I got there, I saw Kallie. I sat on the floor, and while the puppy was fun and playful, my eyes were drawn to Kallie's beauty and stature. Kallie was calm and sweet and just wanted me to pet her, and when I paused, she would politely nudge me again to pet her. Kallie has a sad story that the rescue shared with me. Kallie was kept in the backyard on a tie-out in a small, very poor rural town. The small shack that the family lived in was across the street from a local bar. The family decided to move away and chose to leave Kallie behind, but they unleashed her, and because it was a rural wooded part of the state, they had wrongly assumed that she would run free and be able to hunt and feed herself, or find a pack of dogs to live with. While she was running loose, she did find an intact male and wound up pregnant and hungry. Luckily, the bar that was across the street felt bad for her and would give her some scraps. They waited until right before she delivered her puppies before calling the rescue. After she was rescued, they helped her deliver her puppies, and they found them all new homes. And then they were left with her needing her own family. Hearing this story and seeing how calm and loving she was, I knew she was the one for me. They told me her adoption fee would be $250, and I agreed to the terms. The next day I drove out to the rescue, and when I got there, the owner, Marilyn, informed me that her vet had aged Kallie to 8 years old because of her bad teeth. She said that if I was willing to adopt her at that age, they would waive the fee. Of course, I was in love with her, so I said yes. So I brought Kallie home. Because of her calm nature, Kallie took part in a local troubled teen and dog training group. There were youth there who were meeting at the probation office, and they would allow the youth to work with the dogs and train them twice a week for 8 weeks. It was meant to help the youths learn how to train dogs and yet have the dogs get some training while providing some emotional therapy to the young teens through a loving, non-judgmental dogs. When I got Kallie home and to my vet, funny thing is, my vet thought she was only 4 based on how her body and her eyes looked. But they said that probably since she was running loose on her own and she had the puppies, it took the enamel off her teeth. So that's why her teeth looked older than she was. Kallie is such a calm, patient, loving dog. She got along well with her new siblings and has been a great constant as her 2 sisters grew old and passed over the Rainbow Bridge. Kallie has helped me foster a wild dog named Finn. She took in Sammy when he first came to our family. She was a mother to Baxter when I adopted him at 5 months old, and she was a big help in civilizing Lou when he joined our pack. Kallie's personality is so versatile. She's been a mother not only to her litter, but to Baxter. Kallie is a hardcore wrestler and a great playmate to Sammy, and she is always in the middle of any shenanigans that's going on. Even if she's not participating, she's close by watching and ready to join in with any wrestling. I think if there were such a thing as reincarnation, she would have been the late great wrestler from the WWF, Macho Man Randy Savage. She gives her brothers fits and can flip those boys on their backs faster than they can say stop. She is also so sweet and calm and patient. She stands beside me when I'm editing my videos and waits for me to pet her quietly. Sometimes she will give the softest whimper and I barely hear her, but my instinct is to reach out and pet her. She would stand and be petted for hours, and her favorite spot is on the top of her head. While her brothers would be the first ones to protect the pack and ensure we were all safe, she would be the first one to run out and sacrifice herself on the off chance that some stranger would be willing to pet her. Funny story, before we had the new fence several years ago, I kept the dog door open all day, and I got a phone call from the Humane Society telling me that I had my dog. Kallie is microchipped and they scanned her. She had gotten out of my yard and went to the school a half a block away to play with the kids at recess. So the school called the dog catcher, and when I went to pick her up, she was wagging her tail, and I know she was thinking to herself, this was totally worth it. She loves people and loves attention, so sitting in doggy jail was just some excitement and attention that she was craving. And there you go. That's my girl, Kallie. She has been a wonderful dog and an amazing addition to my family, and I truly, truly love her. I got my pants on. I'm sitting here on the toilet, but this is the view I get. Oh, look. He's the girl. It's a grumpy Gus. Did you hear her groan when she lay down? She says, oh, she's getting old. My girl's getting old. She's not a young whippersnapper anymore. She's done a good job raising these boys. She's raised these boys. She's put up with them. She hadn't kicked them out of the house. She hadn't bit a one of them. She's been a good mama dog. That's why I call her mama dog, because she's helped raise these dumb old boys. She's my good girl. Oh, sorry. Oh my gosh, I poke her eye out. She likes to be petted on the top. She likes her neck rubbed. That's my girl. That's my Kallie. She's a good girl. She raised up these dumb old boys. I'm sorry, I got to scratch my own nose. She raised up these dumb old boys. She puts up with them. She wrestles them. And she beats them all the time because she's a good girl. She's a good girl. Yes, you are a good girl, and I love you.